Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Kellen here from Start Your Systems, and welcome to our final first look of the 2025 Supercross Championship. This is round 17 of Moto Option Supercross, Monster Energy Supercross, whichever way you prefer to call it, from Salt Lake City. And yes, very exciting, of course, to see the finale of the Real Life Championship coming up this weekend, but also fantastic title fights afoot in Moto Option Supercross, the Pro MX Simulator Championship, that will kick off tonight at 6:15 p.m. Pacific, 9:15 p.m. Eastern on Start Your Systems TV on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, and of course on TikTok as well. We'll have a link in the description below for you guys to check out if you guys want to follow along there. We've got a 4-point difference in the 450 title fight with Colby Eaglin trying to dethrone Braden Carter. He's up 4 points on the 4-time defending champion, trying to knock him off the pedestal here tonight. And also the 250 East Championship still alive. Cade Matherly 13 points up on Johnny Padani. So 2 title fights still to decide, and we certainly hope you guys will join us for that. As I said, there will be a link in the description below. But let's talk about this racetrack, which again, of course, will be the racetrack for the race tonight and the race this weekend. Got a finish line jump right here. Out of this corner, looks like you're going to be tripling in right there. And then I would imagine we're going to go 3-4 over this tabletop. Probably even do that in real life would be my guess. Out of this corner, a nice 3-in option right here. And then I guess maybe 3-4-1 could be a doable option in there as well. We obviously got to have a roller on the inside here that could really set up a possibility for that single out being a line that most people want to prefer. Then we're back to this weird step table thing being back on the track, so we can go step on, step off right there. And looks like we can go step on, step off, 3-4-3. That'd be pretty fast, but I think there might be another option through here that would also be pretty fast as well. So we'll try to play with a couple different things. Standard 9 whoops, as we always have had, and then into a set of 5 singles, which then leads into a sand section. Come out of this one, double back onto the start straight. And the sand section this week honestly kind of leads you back onto the start straight at a little bit of an awkward angle, like it's a little bit more than a 180-degree turn in the sand section. So I wonder if people are going to try to angle into that a little bit differently. But you can see the rest of the track kind of flows together as per usual. All right, let's try to play with some things here. Triple in right here. Looks like the 3 is a little bit shorter right here, but can you still 4 off of that? Oh, they really tried to not make that possible in this game. So I wonder if you could 3 in 4? And then 3 out or 4 out, maybe? I don't know. There's got to be some big options that play in there, I would have to assume. And then I kind of think that the main line, at least in real life, down this back straightaway will be going over that and then tripling this and then stepping on off of the table. I don't know. Maybe that won't be it. I think maybe going inside, step on, step off, and then 3-4-3 could definitely be the preferred option. Getting a bad run in the whoops right there. You enter the whoops a little bit sideways, and then they basically don't want you to stay on top of them from there. So you got to really try to focus in on entering whoops in MX Sim as straight as possible, because if you're a little bit sideways, it's not a good look. Also, I just now realized I do not have my HUD on again, which I always seem to do when I record these videos, so apologies you guys won't be able to follow along with what gear I am currently in on the track, but I think you guys get it for the most part. I always am first gear in the whoops, usually second or third gear in the rhythm sections. Oh, man, that's actually really difficult to time right, because like that single in is not the same size as normal singles, so not the easiest jump to get right there. Definitely possible to go 3-3-3-2 in there, but I really want to see if you can bust a quad. There's got to be a quad somewhere in there. Have to imagine. All right, and then yeah, maybe now my mind has changed. Maybe we do go step on, step off, 3 here, because this 4 is pretty easy. Single table single, and then triple into the corner. That's probably going to be, at least in sim, maybe going to be the preferred line I think that most people will want to take right there. Trying to see difference versus inside outside. Inside right here, there's a pretty good rut, so if you can get to that far inside, it kind of sets you up to then apex back across the track here. Not bad. I'm going to go far outside next lap and see if there's anything out there. Kind of doesn't look like it. We got a far inside and a middle rut, and that seems to be the way to go. Obviously triple in here. This is much better. Downside that, and then the quad is very simple from there. Let's try 2 in, and then we go 3 here, and then 3 again, and then 3 into the corner. That probably is going to be the real life line, to be honest with you. Maybe some guys will triple in over, but we'll have to see. And then for sure inside here, step on, step off, triple quad, triple out. Going to be my line of choice, I think, in here. We'll try a couple different things in these two rhythm sections, though. I want to see if we can do anything different. Going for a ride in the whoops again, teetering on them just a little bit. But then, yeah, 3-2 after the whoops, definitely going to be the fastest way to go. I mean, anyone in sim that's carrying a decent amount of speed through the whoops will be able to 3-2 pretty easily. And then jump to the outside here. I mean, there is a decent outside rut, I guess, so that's not terrible if you guys end up going way out there. You can also dig that rut out a little bit more as the road wears in on the racetrack. And we got the finish line jump. This section is about as standard as it gets. I mean, everyone's going to 3 here, then they'll go 3 here, just pop onto the backside of that, and then 4 in the corner. So simple. But then here, gosh, it's just, I don't know if there's going to be anything you can do. Let's try. Oh, wait. Nope. We got a quad. We have got a quad alert on the racetrack. I might have to put a sound effect over this right now. Quad alert on the track. Let's go over this guy. 3. That 3 is big. That 3 is a very big jump. So if you could go to the backside of this table after that, could you quad into the corner? I'm going to try a couple things in these rhythm sections and see if we can figure stuff out. So we've got the 3-3-4-1 in the other rhythm, then double to the inside, like that. How about here? Over this guy. 3, 4 to the backside of this, 4 to the corner. Oh, I didn't land it. Well, I mean, I didn't land on the track, but that's doable. That is certainly doable. Let's try one more time. And no idea if it would be faster than just going on-off 3-4-3. I think that would maybe even still be faster to do the alternate line. But, clip the landing right there just a little bit. That's the tough part about this type of line right here, is it is just slightly easier to pop up on top. It's really tough to get the off, but this little like tricky technical overline is kind of difficult to time right, especially if you're going to go for the 3 after it. And if you're on a 250F, like you need to downside it very perfectly to get the 3 after it. There we go. And then pop the 4, pop the 4. Yeah. That's a fun line, flowy, and very fast at the end because you do back-to-back 4s. But I don't know. I think it might just be easier to go inside. And also I want to try this. Can you go to the berm here? No, they built that berm down so that you can't quad in right there. I was going to say if you could quad in right there, then we might have a whole different kettle of fish when it comes to race lines that are possible there. But yeah, definitely over would be a good line, but this on-off 3, like look at how low you even stay on this 3 out right here just by soaking it up and scrubbing it. Like that is actually much faster than it gets credit for, because even though you have to hit the big single there, I still think it's actually many times faster than finding a way to get down the backside of it or just outright clear it like we did with that 4. I really wish you could. It almost wouldn't go anywhere if you could quad in, because you would quad in 4, 5, 1. Let's try it from off track. Again, I don't think that this is going to be a race line at all, but just for the sake of at least trying it, we'll go off track here. This is the edge of the map in sim, but unlike MX bikes, you do not fall off the map here. So come back on 4. Ooh. Landed in that pocket and bogged. Apparently I was too high of a gear. Let's try that again. I don't know if you'd even call that a 4-2 when you have what I call the step tables. I think it's more or less just like a weird gap, not even a double. All right, so come back on, jump into that pocket. A little bit too long again. I want to just try to make sure we can get this, see if it's possible. And if it is possible, tell you guys to not do it in the race because it's impossible to get from on track. All right, one more time. There we go. 4 and then 5 or all the way to the corner. Oh, okay. Wait, that might be possible. Kind of didn't seat bounce the heck out of it to go for it. The fact that you could maybe 3 jump this rhythm section is kind of stupid, but that's just how video games are. I mean, this is not a true by definition simulator as much as we like to say. It's got realistic physics, but it's close. And if you can get a run in to do this line, like if these guys figure out a way later in the night when that line's more viable, nope, didn't get it. Like sometimes they find a way as we saw with Seth Carr, where the rut is built up in the corner a little bit better, and you just are able to hook it and jump into a pocket. If they find a way to do this from on the track, though, I am going to lose it. All right. Dang it. I just can't. I'm kind of bummed now that I blew that opportunity to do it that one time right there, because I think it is possible. Let's give it one more college try right here. Jump back on the track. Oh, too far. Yep. Barrel roll. So yeah, I think that rhythm section on off 343 or over 344, definitely the fastest options. The other rhythm section, we'll try a couple quick other things that I want to see here. Obviously, we went inside. I showed you guys that it's very possible to simply just go 2-3-3-3. But I want to see if you 3 in. Oh, okay. Wait, they might be able to 4 in off of that if that rut's built up good enough. Because if I can get that close without a rut, you know those guys will find a way to do something stupid with one. But I wanted to see if you 4 in or 3 in, how close you could get to 4ing this. Okay, much closer than I expected. We might see 3-4-4 there based on some guys with some poppy setups. Try one more time just for good measure to see if it's that doable or not. It might just come down to a good 3 in. So 3 in, 4. Yeah, I mean, if you're not seat bouncing the 3 in, you just can rail the corner and just kind of 3 it in naturally. Maybe. But you'd have to land really cozy in that pocket. So right here. Oh, man. How did I get so close the first time? That's actually kind of crazy. But obviously, I already showed off that you can do the 3-3-4-1, which it turns into a 3-3-4-2 because there's actually an extra little bump on the inside. So 3 in, and then soak this up, and then 4 this. Little bit of a case right there, and then 2 to the inside. So at least that's possible. And then just do something stupid in this back rhythm section. But yeah, very interesting racetrack. At least there's 2 rhythm sections that have a lot of options. I feel like for the most part, there's not going to be a ton of passing because the 2 rhythm sections are bookended, either started or ended by a 90. So maybe after the end of this rhythm section, you're going to see some guys getting a good run down into here and, you know, jumping to the inside, setting up a block pass. But then it's into the whoop, so it's kind of tough to even complete a block pass, especially if someone out drags you out of the corner if you set them up. So we'll have to see there. Sand section will be kind of cool. Just see how it breaks down. I don't know which line's going to be the best. Like, all 3 lines kind of seem like they're pretty good, but I'm sure those guys will figure out a way that they like one of them. And then into the finish line jump. So yeah, Salt Lake City, man. Catch the fever. Final round of Moto Option Supercross coming up. We hope you guys will join us. As always, appreciate you stopping by and watching another video here on Start Your Systems. And we'll see you guys in the next one. So long for now. If you like that video, be sure to subscribe to the channel for much more motocross gaming content.